we have 5 sets of Bluetooth headphones because
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
we reviewed a couple and they keep sending us more. And so it's like, okay, well, how do you review Bluetooth headphones? We've tried the dummy head, and it's like, well, okay, well, YouTube just erupts and says, well, that sounds terrible. And it's like, okay, well, you're listening to it on your laptop speakers. So it's not really a realistic replication. So really, when it comes down to headphones, the only way that we can express to you whether they're good or not is our own opinion.
Exactly.
It's like, okay, does Sasha think those ones sound great? Well, what does Robbie think? And what does Jeff think? Let's pass these around. We've got 5 sets of headphones. We're going to be taking a look. What do we have? We have the amazing Mixcoder HD 901s. And these ones are, well, they are roughly around like $30. I mean,
not bad.
Like we're looking at kind of entry-level price stuff. We also, in that price market, we have the Power Locus headphones. So we've got these ones that you have, the P3s. The ones that I have on here, these... Now, they've learned from their mistakes with the serialization. So the product number of this one is like this big long code. No worries. We have links for you at cat5.tv/headphones. But we've reviewed these ones on the show as well. We're going to talk about that.
Mine are the Bluetooth T-monitor.
That's right. Yeah. And then we also, just kind of stepping things up, because I want to answer the question, well, is it really worth spending more? We also have another pair of headphones here, and these are from Edifier. And Edifier, we've actually reviewed their speakers.
Yes.
They make incredible,
phenomenal speakers,
fabulous speakers. So I really wanted to feel like, what are their headphones like? And I'm excited about this. I want to give these ones a try because I can feel them in my hand. They have a heft to them. These are the W860NBs.
Oh, you're right. They do.
They really do. Like, feel that versus that.
Total difference.
Yeah.
Like easily double the weight.
Okay. Here, Sash. Not that that's like, hey, yeah, okay, well, that's worth the extra price.
No, but I will
because it weighs more. No,
but that is a factor to put in because, I mean, if you're going to be wearing headphones for, say, 6-7 hours, the weight does add.
Well, but we're going to be weighing... See how I did that? We're going to be weighing the factors that we as listeners feel are important. The sound quality, the comfort, the aesthetics, things like that. So... let's give these a try. You ready?
Okay.
All right. Now, we all, on our personal phones, have our favorite music, our personal favorite music loaded up. We are going to sync the Bluetooth headphones to our phones and give these a try so that we can give you an honest impression as to which one of these 5 is perhaps our favorite and which one comes in second place and why. Let's give this a go.
Okay.
Fire it up, folks.
Okay.
Play with the noise canceling without the music on?
No.
I don't know what that is.
ANC?
No, I didn't turn that on.
Okay. Do it.
Okay.
Will that now be the best?
So I put that on.
So then when we talk...
So we're talking, flip the toggle switch, and hear...
What the
Right?
Does it just make people go away?
Like, okay, that alone, number 5. Like, that is...
Or number 1? 1 is the best. Wait.
1 is the best, that's a number 1. Simply that alone.
What the
That's it.
flippin' heck and Dougal?
Let me try.
Right? Okay, seriously. And I haven't even paired it yet.
There's a button, there's a switch here that says ANC. What does that stand for?
I'm going to... Anti-noise canceling, maybe? I don't know. But, like, seriously, it mutes the world.
Awesome noise cancellation.
Like,
Hold on.
okay, so we're talking while you flip that toggle switch.
Where does the sound of the fan
You
go?
can hear the difference.
Wow.
Where does the sound of the fan go, Sasha?
Not only that, like the reverberation within the voices, like it changes everything.
Oh, listen to that.
My goodness. Okay, simply from like, think of a kid with autism who's in a class, puts on the headphones to deal with audio. That feature right there, being able to make the difference between hearing the teacher and then turning it off and on, mind blowing.
That's really nice.
So, teachers, if you see your autistic child in the class go like this,
okay,
then now you understand.
Noise cancellation. ANC is
Wow.
active noise cancellation.
active noise cancel. Okay.
Okay, do your review.
Says
Yeah,
it.
wow.
Okay, thank you.
Wow.
Active noise cancellation.
Active noise. Okay, that was-
That is really cool.
My goodness.
Okay, can I hear this?
Yeah.
That's
okay.
good.
I'm going to take out my earbuds. Okay, here we go. Oh.
Okay.
Are you kidding me? Is this seriously what you're playing?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Can I say it?
You can't sing it.
Okay,
You're not
at
allowed.
least fast forward to Figaro.
You're
Somewhere around here. Is that
Are you at
close?
the right spot? You can't even.
Hello? What? I can't even hear my own freaking voice.
Right?
What? Okay, now,
Okay,
now
you know, I didn't even
Hello?
play with the
Hello?
touch volume
Okay.
control. I got to
Hello?
play with that.
Hello? Hello? Wow. That's displacing.
Right?
Weird.
Okay, hold on. Turn for a second. I want to check
Yeah.
something. Okay. Okay. Have you gone back, like forward and backwards? No, not up and down. Forward and backwards.
Well, that rewinded it.
Okay.
Yeah. I like the touch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But are you toggling the ANC?
What? Sorry, I have anal noise cancellation turned on. Sorry, what's that?
Were you toggling the ANC
Active
even to hear
noise.
the difference in the
Oh, okay.
song?
Right. Okay, talk to me.
Okay, so I'm
This
talking
sounds
to
like
you.
like POD or something.
Well,
Is this POD?
oh, did it go to POD? It went to POD. Okay,
Is it,
yeah.
Is it
What?
POD?
Why did it switch from Bohemian Rhapsody?
Well, because I flipped my finger.
Oh, right, because you're flipping back and forth. Okay,
Yeah.
I'll put it back on Queen.
Is that POD?
No, it's Bohemian Rhapsody now. Do you want me to put it on POD?
Okay, no, I hear it.
Okay. Now flip the ANC. No, flip
Okay,
the ANC.
ANSI's on.
Yeah, okay. But do you hear the way that song...
Sorry, what? No, I can't hear you. But when I turn that off,
No, but the difference...
Now
in
I
the
can hear you.
Yeah, but the difference in the song, even the song changes.
I can't
Like
I
the-
can't make out your words, but I can hear you. But when I turn on ANC, I cannot hear anything in the room. I can't even hear my own voice. That is trippy. That's really weird. That is so weird.
He's gonna walk around the house. Becca, can you hear me? 'Cause
No,
I
I'm
can't
serious.
hear me.
Seriously, I couldn't hear my own voice when I turn on the ANC. Can you
So-
hear me right now? Talk to me. Talk.
Okay.
Talk.
Oh, I don't. No, I like to hear me.
But turn off the ANC switch. It's just
Okay,
a
and then-
digital switch.
And then
And
yeah.
talk.
Okay, so then
Right?
all right, and then I just do that, and then it goes away. It's weird.
Is that weird?
Yeah.
What? I've never tried ANC. That's wild. We have just tested all 5 sets of headphones.
Yes.
Yep.
I gotta be honest, our minds are kind of blown right now.
Well, you had yours pretty loud.
Yes. Okay. So Where do we start? Let's start with something that we've already seen here on the show. These are the Power Locust. Now, I joked about how they've improved their naming mechanisms, but these are the, you ready for this? PWC PITT UK Bluetooth 4.2 plus EDR headphones.
That's the Pork Put UK.
Yeah, we saw these on episode number 566 of Category 5 Technology TV.
Wow, that long ago.
And what I like about these is that it has an SD card reader.
Yes.
Okay.
Now, if I recall correctly from that episode, it was only like 2 or 3 file formats that it actually played.
You know what? I don't care.
No, fair enough. But if somebody has a plethora of file formats with their music, they need to be aware of that. You may have to do some converting.
So with the SD card reader.
Yes, SD card reader. Yeah.
Okay, so remember, these are Bluetooth headphones, so they connect to your phone and they'll play whatever you're playing.
Yeah.
No matter what format it is, if your phone will play it, it will play it. The SD card reader, I just simply loaded my MP3s on it. So, and when I say I don't care, it's like, I'm just going to put MP3s on it, right?
Well,
Let's keep it simple. Load it up with my favorite MP3s, and then I can use these without having to have my phone in my pocket.
Right.
I don't need Bluetooth. I can use just the MP3 card.
Yes.
Okay. So how did these rank for you guys?
The P3s?
Yeah. So let's say, okay, so we're ranking based on our perceived sound quality, the sound quality of these Bluetooth headphones. So, Sasha, what do you think?
I give them an 8 for sound.
8 out of 10. So
Yeah.
8 is pretty high. So
Yeah.
that's great.
I
So
like
these
it.
sound really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jeff, what do you think?
So I didn't realize we are giving number scheme. I actually have like written comments for most of them.
okay.
That's
So he's
So-
like, well, they're okay.
So sorry, we're talking perceived sound quality. So I would give this one a 6.
Yeah?
Okay.
Yeah, and the reason why I found that there was a little bit of a muddy bass to it.
Okay.
Just when you get some of those really deep, like I had 2 different songs that I was flipping back and forth on. One of them was from POD, very bassy song called Boom. The other one was Bohemian Rhapsody from Queen.
Neat. Okay.
And so 2 very different styles of music, and I wanted to hear the difference between the 2. I found with a very bassy song, it was quite muddy. And so for that reason, I was like, not a huge fan.
All right. 6 for me as well. Comfort-wise, these are pretty comfortable at about a
Yeah.
6 out of 10.
I did
I found
7.
them very comfortable.
7? Okay. What do you
Yeah.
think?
Yeah.
Comfort. I gave them a 9, but they were real
9.
loose on me.
See,
They
You,
didn't slide on my head at all.
yeah, you thought these were really quite comfortable.
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes.
Good.
my only complaint, the hard plastic top. I found if it wasn't sitting perfectly where the crown, like there's
Not a
kind
lot of padding here is what he's talking about, folks.
If you hit that like pointy crown on your head, there's always like that curve. No, but there's always that curve. Like if it's not sitting on kind of that like the shelf of the skull,
Okay.
it doesn't feel.
I do find them pretty comfortable, but I'm not quite as willing to give a high number. I'm going to say 6 with that.
Yeah, I had 7 because the earpieces were quite
The
comfortable.
looks of the headphones, I give it a 6 out of 10. I think they look pretty good, but they're a little bit far out from the head. What do you think?
I really liked mine.
Yeah? Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oddly enough, I didn't know how to score this one because I feel like they tried to go cool,
Yeah.
and it was kind of like a really bad Tron effect.
I
But
like
you're right.
Not,
they did stick
not
out
bad at all, dude.
Not
Come on.
bad. But
I
They
did
fold
like
it
that.
like
up.
them.
They
The
fold up
aesthetic
well,
is pretty good.
but it's kind of plasticky.
I'm just
They're
the
like
kind
one
of
of my
reviewer.
favorite.
I'm very reluctant to give high scores because I think that the next best thing is going to be higher.
Yeah.
So when
Right.
I say 6, I'm like, that is really quite good. It's not like average. It's above average.
I think
It's
I'd probably
pretty
give
good.
that a 7.
Okay.
They're not bad.
All right. Fair enough.
they're not great.
Okay. The Power Locust PWCPITT UK. I have to say, I love this, the SD card feature of it, so I have to add that to my review. They are quite comfortable and they sound good.
I will say, and this could be just the weirdest thing for me, is anyone that has the L and the R.
That
on
helps
it,
you?
That's a really big deal.
I gotta say that's
Like-
fair enough
like
because you
that-
look at something like this and it's like, okay, well, which one is left? Which one's right?
Yeah, and automatically I get confused. These
Yeah.
ones are easy.
And when she says that, folks, I mean, come on, you can't mistake that. You can see that. That's an R That's an L. It's printed right on the, like, that's huge.
And I need
you
that.
Can't miss that.
Yeah.
That's fair enough.
Yeah.
I will
Okay.
say the one thing about the design of that I was not a fan of is the buttons. I
Really?
found when I'm wearing them, it was difficult to differentiate because I have kind of meaty fingers.
You're going to get used to that, though.
No, but
to be fair.
I get that, but still,
Yeah.
it's not protruded enough to really define. Like if you're jogging or something, it's like, oh,
Okay.
next track. Ah,
All right.
crap, I turned it off.
Fair enough, in that maybe you're not going to sense the tactile nature of the
Yes.
buttons.
Okay.
For
Now,
that reason,
I don't have a problem with these, to be honest, Jeff.
Well, you got like little skinny typer fingers.
Thank you.
I've
I
got
appreciate
meaty man
that.
beef hands. So
Okay.
simply for that reason alone, that's why I rated these a 5. They were
Okay.
my worst because of the buttons.
Your score. So we have 5 sets of headphones. My score is I'm putting these at the 4th place.
Oh, okay.
And I do that reluctantly because I do really love these Power Locus headphones. So I say that, let's just say none of these headphones are losers this week.
Oh no,
They're
definitely
in
not.
second place for me.
No, they're all
they?
really good.
Yeah.
I really like those ones.
I want to be clear, though, when I say that these are in my 4th place, I love these headphones.
Yes.
I really, really do. They're comfortable. They work great, and they sound great, and I love that SD card feature. I absolutely do. I love that I can put like a load of MP3s on there and just play it without having to use my phone.
Yes.
Without having to drain my battery.
Which is nice.
Yeah. So when I say these are my 4th out of 5, that sounds low. So it makes it sound like, hey, these ones suck. No, they don't. These are really, really great. So
And
keep that in
especially
mind.
for the like
All of
I
these
gotta
are
say for the
winners.
price point, these are all phenomenal for what you can get.
You gotta say,
Noman 5 says that they use them in the gym 3 times a week and love them.
fantastic. These are $27, folks.
I haven't been
Okay,
to the gym 3 times
let's
in the last 6
move.
months.
Let's move on to the Mixcoder HD 901s. Now these are like, where did these come from? These are only $24.
Okay.
Okay, so these are like the cheapest ones that we have. They do not fold up like the. Oh, they do.
Look at that.
I didn't realize
Not
that they
great,
did that. Okay. No, but they do it.
Those were actually the most comfortable on my head.
Wow. They did feel pretty
You know
good,
what?
I gotta
Yeah,
say.
I did notice very comfortable. I will say though, if you have big ears, you're not going to like them.
I do not.
Do you have big ears? Like, were you like.
I don't have big ears, but
Okay.
I
feel
have very
pretty good.
at least I think I have
Yeah.
proportional shaped ears.
Mm-hmm.
If somebody has very round ears, because of the narrow nature of those, they're going to squish the ears.
I don't know. They feel really quite comfortable, and I like that they're on an angle.
They are on an
They're
angle,
not
yes.
like, because my ears are not straight up and down like some headphones are.
Yes.
These headphones take into account that my ears are on a bit of an angle.
Yep.
So you see that when I put that on? See that, folks?
I do wish
They're
there was
kinda
maybe
that.
like half a centimeter extra would make all the difference.
I don't
Okay.
know. It was perfect for me.
Yeah, these feel pretty good to me
They
too.
were actually. Yeah.
I do like that they have an SD card reader
Yes.
as well. So understand, when I say these have an SD card reader, I don't have to have a phone handy in order to listen to these. I can load up an MP3 card, like just jack full of MP3 files, an SD card, and just push play and do my jogging and do my workout and not have to worry about it, because I do workouts all the time, as you can tell.
I don't.
No, but if I did, then that would probably be a really nice thing. These ones have a bit more padding. For me, I found the sound quality a little bit thin, like not a whole lot of low end, but they did sound really good.
See,
But just a little bit on the thin side.
it's funny, and I noticed that the mid range was a bit lost.
Yeah.
When you have a predominant low end. When you have a very equally mixed song, it's a good mix, but as soon as you get a predominant bottom end, middle completely disappears.
Isn't that interesting?
Yeah.
So it kind of changes the headphones.
Yeah.
Fit wise? No,
Perfect
well,
for
I should
me.
ask,
They were very-
how did you feel about the sound quality of these?
I should say, for the record, that you guys speak in a different language when it comes to sound.
And
I'm
that's
like,
okay.
good
That's
or no
okay.
good.
And this is part of it, right? We're 3 different people giving
good,
our
Sasha
opinions.
happy.
So,
Okay. So
Jeff is from a radio background. I'm like just an audio nerd. And Sasha, you're
every single one of
at
them.
PSW.
Pretty much, yeah, they pretty much
Which is awesome.
sounded exactly the same to me. Every single
But
one.
you
of them,
love
to be
music.
honest. Yes.
Did this sound good though?
Yes.
Okay.
These were actually my top pick. These were my absolute favorite.
Was that
Really?
mostly like comfort?
Comfort. Because,
Comfort was the
yeah,
thing.
comfort is the thing.
They
fit my
feel
head.
really good, and
They-
they're only $24,
They
Sasha.
disappeared on my head. Like
Yeah.
I felt like I wasn't wearing them.
Really?
Yeah.
You know what?
I can see that.
I would agree with that. I mean, not that they disappeared on my head, but they were by far the most comfortable. The first thing, as soon as I put them on, the first thing I was like, I'm not even turning these on yet. Very comfortable.
Yes.
Wow. Yeah. I put nice fit.
It was a good fit.
8.5 for me out of comfort. And as far as the aesthetics and the look of it, these ones sit a little closer to my head.
They do.
Some of these headphones kind of like they feel like they're floating out here.
Yeah.
So to me, that aesthetic is not very attractive. These ones feel like when I look at them, I don't know what you folks think, but I think that these look really good. So I'd say 9.
Like,
I'd say
Dave,
these
if you're
are a
watching,
9.
I'd be more than happy to receive these for Christmas.
Oddly enough, I
How
gave
do they
them a
feel?
5.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
So for you, aesthetically, these ones didn't look as good to you.
To me, they were just, eh.
Really?
There was nothing.
They look great on Sasha too. Like they
them.
just
I think
hug your
because they
head.
were very uniform. Like you don't see hinges. You don't see anything about them that is like, ooh, that's a cool feature. There's a little bit of that like textured, like spinning bevel on the side, but other than that, they're just black plastic that's kind of matted.
Oh,
Right,
come
which is
on,
awesome.
Jeff.
It's kind of
But
like
if that's what
Jeff's
you're
being
looking
a
for,
hater.
script. It's
no,
like,
but if that's what you're looking for, it's great. I like a little bit of flair.
Okay. Okay, that's fair enough. Okay, so you
Just
want
not the
flair.
Tron
So
flair.
we got to put some bows on it for Jeff.
Oh, you.
Sound-wise, I found them a little bit thin, but they were comfortable as heck.
Yeah.
They have really good sound. Don't get me wrong. When I say they're a bit thin, they just had a little bit of a drop-off on the low end. Maybe a little bit of EQing could do that, like improve that. I put this at 3 on my list.
okay.
Sasha,
were
where did
4
this... 4 on
4 on
yours?
mine.
Okay.
This was
And
number
for
1
yourself?
for me.
Number 1. These are
Yes.
your top
These
pick.
are my top pick.
Okay, so she's taking these ones home, folks.
These are going
That's
in my
how it
pocket.
works around here at Category
If that's the
5.
case, I'm excited about number 1.
Wait now.
Let's just hope number 1 for you isn't the same as number 1 for Robbie. Okay, let's jump into another set of these guys. What are these ones? The
Those
Power
are
Locus
the-
P3s.
Yes,
Yeah.
P3s.
P3s because they learned from their mistakes when it
did.
comes to the
Yes.
the naming, and they called these ones the P3s. I do like the aesthetics of these ones.
Yes.
They look pretty sweet.
They were my favorite aesthetically. There was a bit of a color flare, not too
Definitely. They match
in your
shirt
face,
Yeah.
perfectly.
but also there was the shine to it that I really appreciated.
These are only $28, folks.
Oddly, they were not my favorite.
I like the buttons as well. Like
Yes, the
everything
buttons were
feels
great.
really good.
And because the buttons are so far apart because they're all on that circle.
These are tactile buttons.
It was
too.
very
Like,
nice
that's
to work with. Very nice. I liked them.
So for me, I found that there wasn't a lot of bass in here. It kind of felt like listening to like that phone sound, like a telephone.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like
Yep.
that thin kind of sound. Now, for $28, that is reasonable, but considering the mix coders, we're only 24.
Right.
Right?
I
These are
found the
$4
bass
less.
was
These ones
muddy.
felt a bit thin
Yeah,
to me.
it was because of the bass
Yeah.
that I think those would be my last choice,
Okay.
but they're not.
Fair enough. Okay. These were my last choice, but before we get to that, the comfort-wise, I felt that they were very, very round on
Yes.
my ear. So it felt like I was taking this and putting it on my ear.
Yeah.
And that is exactly what it looks like
Exactly.
as well. Right?
Yeah.
So do you guys agree with that?
I
Yeah,
do.
it sounds like you do.
For the fact that I love the other Power Locus so much.
Okay. Yeah.
I think that because I tried those first and then I was comparing against, I disliked those. Right?
So
but I really like the other ones.
See, and
It's unfortunate because I like the looks of these.
Yes.
I really like the looks of these.
yeah.
They're not, again, these are not bad headphones. They are my last pick tonight out of these 5 that we're looking at. These are not bad.
No,
But I feel like maybe they're a little bit junior sized.
I would agree with that.
They don't feel right on my head. I might think that these would work really, really well for my kids, but I don't like the feel of it.
Yeah.
It just feels like it's sitting on top of my ear rather than cupping over my ear.
Yes, and I
That's
did
all.
find these had the same issue as the other Power Locus in the
Yeah.
fact that the crown of the head, it starts to fatigue a bit.
Oh, yeah?
That's what both of them, I found the same thing.
A little bit more padded, but
Yeah.
it feels okay to me, Jeff. But it's the sound and the feel of it that okay.
Yep.
I'm just going to set these ones aside and just say, you know what, this was my 5th choice.
Yep.
How about you?
5th.
5th?
They were 3, but I'm
3, yeah.
questioning. I'm questioning that now.
Okay.
I think because they were the first one I reviewed. By the time I got through the others, I was like, "Oh, that was pretty
Starting
good."
to wonder.
But
Yeah.
now that as we're talking about it, I'm going, "Yeah, you know what? I think I would probably put them at 5,
Okay.
and I think I'd move the other 2 up."
All right, so let's set these aside. All right, that's the Power Locus P3s. All right, so now we've got the, these are the Bluedios, and I really like these, and you notice there's some wear and tear here.
Yeah, that means you really love them.
Well, yeah, I've been using these ones personally.
Oh,
so
that explains the gook.
That's why they're wet. So these Bluedios we reviewed on episode number 585 of Category 5 Technology TV, and I've been using them day in, day out since then. And, you know, my personal experience is the batteries last for freaking ever. Like, they are fantastic. They do get a little bit annoying, kind of like any Bluetooth headphones, where, you know, eventually they start saying battery low when they're at like 30%. And it's like, okay, I know I'm going to get another 12 hours out of this.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
just leave me alone, right? Like, there should be a mute button. They do that a lot, but hey, I mean, that is what it is. And if you put it on your charger, it's not going to, but you get a lot of battery life out of it. They sound good. I really like the comfort of these. I've enjoyed using them.
Okay.
For me, they do sound a little bit on the tinny side compared to, say, like the Power Locus headphones.
Right.
But they feel really good on my head.
It's funny that you call it tinny.
Well, like not like a little bit of a taper off at the baseline.
Yeah, when I'm listening to it, the best way I could describe it is uncompressed. I feel like the rest of them had like a built-in compression. What I actually appreciated about these
Does
is
it feel more natural?
they felt more natural. Like, so because I was flipping between the 2 songs,
Yeah.
when I had POD playing and like there was the thumping bass and everything, it was good. I felt like there was a lot of range going on.
Yeah.
When I flipped to Queen, one of the things I noticed is I picked up that kind of old school hiss you get from recordings 30
Isn't
40
that
years
interesting?
ago.
Yeah.
Whereas none of the others you got it. And I was like, oh, that's interesting. So I think just that, I guess I'd call it lack of compression. You picked up that broader range and some of those subtle nuances within the music
Yeah.
that really gave an authentic feel to the music. And for me, that was like, ooh, these are gonna be my number 1.
Really?
I'm really
Wow.
appreciating your reviews. Like, I want you to review all my stuff.
Yeah, like just like come on
Always.
over and just like, hey, go
Don't
through my
start with
fridge.
zucchini.
Go through my fridge.
Please review this.
Okay.
Yeah.
For
Wow.
me, yeah, I can see that now that you mention it. And I do appreciate that very, very much. I mean, I'm an old soul, and I love, like, we were talking before the show about, like, LPs and
Yes.
and record players and things, and that.
And I feel like if you had a recording of, you know, say a record player
Yeah.
song, I think you would pick up that little like,
With the Bluedios.
yeah, I think it would pick it
These
up.
are not expensive. Like, these are
No, they're
39,
not.
39 bucks.
When I saw that, I was like, okay,
Yeah.
$39, seriously, that's great.
Yeah.
I think those are right near the top.
Okay. And I do love these. I
Yeah,
have to
they're
say,
great.
I have been using these and I love them. Comfort-wise, again, I'm very conservative with my reviews, and I am not the... You look at my Amazon reviews, and if you find a 5 out of 5, you know it is incredible. Like, it's like 4 out of 5 if I love it.
Right.
Wow.
So I say 7. I 7 as far as comfort goes.
I gave them an 8.
Yeah. They are really, really cozy.
Yep.
They've got good cushioning.
They do.
They feel really
They're-
good.
yeah, I like
Yeah.
And what I also like that they have a slightly retro feel to them.
Oh, yeah?
Like,
Yeah, I guess so. I
like,
could see
'cause
that.
You have the metal pieces, you've got the cable that you can see. All
come
of
in
these
yellow.
others have the exact.
Yeah.
All of them have the exact same style as
Yeah.
far as like the fold up and the plastic
Yeah.
and the
Do
form
they
factor.
also come in
Right,
avocado
these-
green?
They
that be
do come in multiple colors. I don't know if that is one of them. You can go to cat5.tv/headphones to find out, though. There are several colors there, like a whole spectrum.
Oh, yeah.
These ones, yeah, you're right. They don't fold up.
Yeah.
I'm not even going to try because I will just break, just bend it and break it. My rank, as far as my favorites go, this one fell at number 2, Jeff.
Same for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was definitely number 2.
So it's going to be a fight to the death at
It
the
is.
end here. What about you?
I put them at number 3.
Number 3?
Yeah.
So we all agree that the Bluedios are, for the lower cost Bluetooth headphones, are probably like some of the best.
Yeah, I would say
These are pretty good.
price point comparably.
Yeah.
Those would be a number 1.
These are all approximately the same price. and these are really, really good.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would agree with that.
Yeah,
You agree
if
with
you're
that?
doing budget shopping for Christmas and you're like, oh, I've only got $38 to spend, that's your gift.
Yeah, I'd have to say I agree with that.
Yep.
These are really quite nice.
Yep, I agree.
But then stepping it up
Yes.
and really stepping up the price point with the edifiers. Edifiers we know are really good quality product.
They have great product.
I feel like, Jeff, you're probably leaning the same direction as me.
Yes, and that is you stay there while I take those out the door.
Yeah, these are my number one from what we experienced today. Okay, first of all, again, I'm feeling that they're a little bit thin, but the sound quality is exceptional with these. And after I had already written all my notes, you showed us about the
Active noise
noise cancellation feature. And as soon as I activated that, now I'm like, wow. Even more so, I'm like impressed with these.
Yes.
They're really good. First of all, comfort-wise, I don't think I've ever put on a pair of headphones that made me feel so blissful. Like,
That's a great way of describing it. Oh my goodness. Blissful.
seriously.
I use an exclamation mark. I'm like, 10!
The Bluetooths, yeah, they feel great for hours. Like any of these, they'll feel great for hours on end. Maybe not quite the P3s, but certainly the more comfortable ones. Definitely the mix coders will feel good for hours on end.
Yeah.
These ones, I feel like they feel like I'm just putting air on my head.
Yes.
There's
So
nothing
good.
there.
So good.
The padding is so superb.
Yeah.
It just feels so. It's
Yes.
like memory foam.
Yes.
On my head.
I will say that I don't like that these are part of the mix because I feel like they're in a different class.
They kind of are. And that's
Right?
why I say, hey, from these, let's say the Bluetooths are the best.
Oh, by far.
And then let's say, okay, well, what is it, what is a $120 set of headphones like?
Yeah.
And then you're like, well, these are really quite nice.
Yeah, if money is not the factor when it comes to what you're looking for, you can't compare. Well, I mean, you can, but you can't compare the edifiers to the Bluetooths.
Right.
Sure.
I mean, for the price point, Bluetooths are the way to go.
Yes.
But if you have, $150 to blow, and like these are amazing.
And can I say, right now at cat5.tv/headphones, and I say this in 2019, November, till Christmas, there's a $20 coupon. So you'll get these for $100. Oh. Okay. And I don't say this is not late night. Like,
Don't delay, act now.
yeah, by now. That's not what this is.
No, but that is a.
But it's legit, and that's an Amazon coupon. It has nothing to do with us. I'm just telling you that, hey, it is a deal.
Yeah.
They do have the left and right obvious on the inside,
Yes,
Oh,
they
yeah,
do.
they
Yeah.
do.
Yeah.
so that makes them
And
good.
what I liked about those is they did turn
Yeah.
just like none of these did. They turned, these did not.
They adjust to the shape of your head a little more.
Yeah.
They've got that like in and out turn.
like
Yeah.
articulating it.
So for me, comfort wise, did anyone else give this a 10?
Yeah, I give it a 10.
A 10.
Yeah, yes, but I had a hard
But?
time. Well, I gave it 10, but I had a hard time because I felt bad giving it a 10.
You are emotionally attached to the. Are you kidding me?
Okay, guys.
Wow.
You got to try these on.
Yeah.
I've honestly never, like, we've worked in radio and TV for a long
they're
time.
Really comfortable.
They
They're-
feel amazing.
Yeah.
They are really comfortable.
I've never put on a pair of headphones that make me feel so like, wow.
Yeah.
Like, that feels so good.
And you actually, all three of us,
Yeah.
we're all wearing glasses. Those
True.
I did
Yeah, I
not
didn't even
notice
think
that
of
I was
that.
wearing
Yeah.
glasses.
Yeah.
Yeah, those-
Aesthetics wise, these ones also stick out a little bit,
A little
but
bit.
I still feel like they look pretty good, so I give it an 8.
Okay.
Is that fair?
I feel like if you give it a 9, then we know at least you love it. Right now, you're just really in like with it.
Well, I just compare that to the mix coders.
Yeah, that's
The
that's
mix
fair.
coders to me feel like if I look at these aesthetically, so if I was like walking down the street wearing these versus the mix coders,
There is a smaller profile.
Mix coders look nicer.
Yeah. No, that's fair.
Okay? So, but if I'm looking for like the comfort and sound quality,
yes.
these edifiers are amazing.
Yeah, you can't.
There's
go wrong.
like that is night and day.
Yeah.
Putting the two of those on.
Yeah.
The touch controls are pretty neat.
You know what's
So
funny? I was so enamored.
volume up is like this. You
Yeah.
just kind of rub. and then like fast forward is just kind of like flick your finger across this.
Now,
There's no buttons.
What I didn't like is...
Oh, that's just... that's okay, so if you're going to say, this flappy thing is just so that you know.
You know,
because this is a new purchase. So this is just a sticker to show you, hey, this is how it works. But as soon as you've bought it,
I thought that was
you'd be
a feature.
Like, there you go.
Okay, no, then that's totally awesome.
So now I know how this works. I don't need that.
Right.
Now I know that's up, volume,
Even
that's down.
better,
That's fast forward.
10.5.
That's right? Okay. So just keep that in mind. I really like those touch controls. Those are pretty cool. And as I mentioned, the ANC, active noise cancellation, is astonishing.
ANC was mind-blowing. I've had noise-canceling headphones before with a toggle switch. I remember having a pair in radio. We're going back 20 years. But I've had headphones with noise canceling. None of them have performed the same as those. That was spot on, perfect.
Beautiful.
It was great. Now, as far as sound quality, I had high expectation because Edifier makes great speakers.
Yes.
The headphones did not disappoint. They have...
Yeah, I agree with you.
There was very clear top end. There was no overbearing wavelengths or sound fluctuations. It was an excellent mix on all levels. And I flipped between, like I said, POD and Queen to get two very different styles.
Smart. Yeah, very good.
And they were spot on. There was nothing that I was like, it's off. It was perfect.
Very good.
Very well calibrated.
These are my number one as well.
Yeah, mine too.
Anybody else?
Well, yes.
Where do these fall on your list?
Well, they're in a different list, but they're number one on the different list.
The list of one?
So from 1 to 5 with these 5 headphones.
So they're tied for first.
What is the second tie?
These ones.
Really?
Oh, the mix coders.
Okay. Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Because these, I like those ones for me better. And if I legit were the person buying the headphones for myself, because I can't tell the difference between the noise, like the sound, I would buy these. It wouldn't make a difference to me.
Okay.
Right?
So we need to touch on that because, so Sasha is saying the $24 ones to her are the equivalent of the $120 ones.
Yes.
Oh, I'm going to have a heart attack.
I know.
That just
and
hurt.
I know
that hurts.
It's because my ears aren't like trained like your ears, right?
Oh,
like
Sasha.
So what is it that you love about these?
These ones are really comfortable for me. Like I feel like when I put them on, like they adjust well. They feel good. They're like they fit right over my ears perfectly.
Yeah.
I just really, really like these ones.
Cool.
Yeah.
So if you're shopping around, think about what you've heard here today.
Yep.
I think that if anything, we've been unbiased and we've shared what our favorites are and what our key points are with these particular headphones. I think that's a very interesting thing that, the two gents on the set here are both going for these Edifiers. We're going to fight to the death after the show for who gets to bring them home. I think it's going to be me. But
you've got these.
Sasha's really keen on the mix coders, and that's really interesting because they're a really separate price point.
Yeah.
Very separate price point. From the very low end at $24 to the higher end at $120 or $100 if you use the coupon. But what a difference that is.
Right.
Now, the interesting thing is, obviously we're doing this review on visual and performance. I think we probably could take this up a notch to really key in on some major differences. For instance, the battery length.
Yeah.
Battery length, I think, could be a deciding factor between if I went with the Edifiers versus the Bluedios. Because if the same battery, that's where I'm going. But if it's a difference, I may not.
To be honest, though, Jeff, if I may, any of these devices, like these days, here in 2019, they all last.
Yeah, that's true.
Realistically, you're not going to... They last longer than you can use them in a day. All of them.
I agree. So, but I like that. I like being able to put them down at the end of the day and know that I can come back to them tomorrow and not have them die halfway through the day. If I get 2 full days out of a device, it's great. The other thing is, if I'm taking these to the gym, I would like to know how those, because they are more cushiony, are they more likely to move around if I'm running on the treadmill, which I do not run, by the way, versus the Bluedios?
Yeah.
You know, so
these ones may be the best bet that way. They really feel snug.
Quite potentially, yes. But I mean, if I was just sitting around doing audio production or stuff like that, hands down, that's where I'm going.
Okay. So maybe that's it. Maybe it's like, okay, if you are the active sort, Sasha, mixed coders.
Right.
They feel snug. They really do.
They are. Yes.
They feel great.
And you wouldn't worry about bringing these anywhere.
Oh, sure.
Like you wouldn't.
For $24, exactly.
And if you're the studio file, like Jeff or I, then maybe we're going more toward the edifiers.
Yeah.
Because we want that long to sit down at the laptop with the Bluetooth connected and be producing something for hours.
Now,
that's different.
I feel like I should have brought in my House of Marleys. I love my House of Marleys.
I love those headphones.
Like there's not too many things that I would give up before my House of Marleys.
Yeah.
Did I say that backwards?
To me, I don't know. To me, that's nostalgic. House of Marleys were like my first Bluetooth headphones. They're fantastic.
I still use them. I love them.
Mine broke.
Yeah, that's right. They did.
Yeah.
So I would love to put those up against the House of Marleys because the House of Marley has spot on sound.
And you can wear them for days.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Of course. I still use them years later. It's so good.
Yeah. So I mean, you've learned a lot here today. If anything, I think what we've established here, and you two tell me if this is wrong. So if you're looking on the low end, I think the clear winners...
Low end price-wise.
Yes, price-wise. I think the clear winners are the mixed coders as far as comfort and sound quality.
Or the Bluedios.
And, the Bluedios as far as, like, overall, like for the studio file.
Yeah.
So the active person, the studio file.
Yes.
On that price point.
Absolutely.
The studio file, however, who wants to take it a step further, I think the edifiers are the clear choice.
Yeah. So
I would agree with that.
Is that a good
100%,
assessment?
Yes.
Okay.
You know what's interesting?
Yeah.
Same brand, and they got left out.
And you say that, however, I must say that these guys...
Those ones.
Yeah.
If these didn't exist, those would be my favorite.
But the interesting thing is the micro SD. They got left out, and it's funny how a little feature
they're not
like that,
left out though, Jeff. Remember, I said it at the top here.
I know.
All of these are fantastic. I'm going to kind of leave these ones out because they are not as comfortable as any of the other ones that we have here.
But these
guys from
the
Power
micro
Locus.
SD.
Like, if Jeff gets these, I think I should get both of these because it's still costing.
We'll fight about that later. I have to say, though, from Power Locus, these are fantastic.
Oh, they're great.
So, these are right on the threshold of being like, they are awesome.
They look
So
good,
let's be clear about that.
Yeah.
Those ones kind of fall a little bit behind the P3s. These guys, they're up there.
Now, which one was the newer model?
The P3s.
Interesting.
Yes.
Huh.
Not to say that, like these are still active, like these are still being produced.
Right.
You can still get these on Amazon, for sure. All of these headphones, though, are available at cat5.tv/headphones.
So just buy them all and then go ahead and do your own compare and contrast.
Yes. These ones are at my house. So we'll see you later.